every time I listen.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Goes looking wide. And it's Messi. Good ball over the top. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Haaland. He's in one-on-one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it out wide. And it's played in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Still goalless at the moment. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide.
Chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Oh, delicate chip through. Takes a shot! It's hit the uprights. And he's managed to get rid. And they've got a throw. McAllister. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And the pass is intercepted. Berbatov. Messi. Nice looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him all? Vinicius Junior! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll...
And De Bruyne! And he was there to get a vital touch.
De Bruyne really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. That's really well cleared. Some good work on the right flank here. Koulibaly. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. McAllister is always looking to break lines.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That'll be a throw. He has found the way through, looking for the far post. Serginho gets it away. He's having a hit! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. De Bruyne! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It is a corner. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Header! Off the post! Nearly, but not quite.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Nicked it back promptly. Looking for the run. Rashford. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Berbatov is standing over this one, and this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Messi!
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Vinicius Junior. Number 19, Messi.
And it's been taken short.
Number 8,
Bojan Krkic can clear it away.
Number 21, Bruno Fernandes. Substitution in progress.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Borussia Dortmund perhaps contemplating their next change here. De Bruyne. Searching pass he's played there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's played it long. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rashford. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Bojan. Throw it. Rashford. Driving forward. Baresi wins the duel this time. Knocks it into space. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Diouf is offering a wry smile there.
Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Terrific effort! And again!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
He's made sure that's not getting through. And he's only too happy to take that back. And De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Is there nothing he cannot do? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch.
And Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Bullish header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Passes coming off in quick succession here. The ball is loose and the Vinicius Junior! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential...
Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. This is a promising build-up. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Threads one in. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space.
Lexington definitely have the look of a team that likes...
Oh, that's ambitious. There was plenty of power on that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. There's the header! Now, who's going to be first to this? No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, greatly! He's scored! Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Count. Can he get it through? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Akanji. To McAllister. And here's De Bruyne. Shoots! And that's a good finish. Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Borussia Dortmund are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Back on the way then. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ambitious ball here. Always onto this. Now there's a fine ball. Swings in across. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Couch. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Out towards the flank. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's played... Gets his head on it! Goal! And they've got their lead back. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's going to go a long way. Well, that has not gone well. He's gone for goal. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And no, that was never going to make it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So, third corner of the game. He's rising! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
And it's Bojan.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
And here's Bojan. Cafu. Quick look, then plays it in. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, well played. Messi clears without hesitation. Stojkovic.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Back to the keeper it goes. Cafu.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He's shifting through the gears here. Duke receives it in a big chance! And no mistake. We thought they were done, but never say never. Pressure, what pressure? To Dortmund. So we're up and running.
Well, Nilsson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the board.
So no gung-ho heroics.
No chance.
And he was quick to react, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now he's got space here, and they've got rid. Madrid have got it back, and they'll have another go. Can he latch on to this? Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Donnarumma is there to clear. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zielinski. Vinicius Junior. Araujo cuts it out. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's clever. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Coutts actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Borussia Dortmund do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice a try.
And he shoots!
Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to belt it away. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Oh, that's a key interception. Akanji gets it away. Spread to the right. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ødegaard threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. That has been cut short. And it's Belletti. Counts, has it out wide and in space. Space for him to turn and look. Goes long and straight. And the referee said,
Players, they want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
oh, that's well spotted.
He's having a hit!
Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Vinicius Junior has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Drogba proves just a little bit too strong. McAllister. Silvestre. Ødegaard, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
The attendance for this match
That's just
was
playing it safe and simple.
60,810.
And here's De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence.
Real chance!
Deftly away.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Owen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Decent chance!
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Big chance! He's got a goal! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, played right into his path.
Great ball, and he's in. There's the shot! And no mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Quality ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game
could yet yield a winner.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he can thump it away. Morris ended up in no man's land.
Added minute has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Looking to play him in.
That is some save from Khan.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, it's a little too ambitious to go directed goal from here, I think.
And with that, the end.